Hi, everyone. My name is William Zhou, the CEO of Chalk. We're here to make sense of the classroom in the K-12 industry. And before I get into our customers and really all of these little red dots, I want to take you down memory lane because I want to tell you about a story about how we began. I'm not an educator, okay? My background is actually in computer science. And in fact, I thought that teaching was rather an easy job. Hence, it's not really. And it wasn't really until I revisited my own high school that my high school teachers sat me down and promptly schooled me and said, William, you know, our days don't end with a final bell. In fact, for a lot of us, it's just a beginning, right? And of course, when I look at their full binder fulls of lesson plans, grades, and whatnot they take home, I wonder to myself, you know, there's got to be a better way to do this, right? And that's really how it began. This is my high school. Of course, couldn't do this alone, right? Joined by two amazing co-founders, Ryan McKay-Fleming and Suraj Srinivas, brilliant minds, one of which is in the architecture technological side of it, and the other is in the business development side of it. And our school, University of Waterloo, has been really supportive of innovation, right? In fact, wrote us a check, no strings attached, $25,000, which at the time we thought, oh my God, this is more money than any of us could ever spend, right? As a student, you certainly get that feeling, and off we go. And this is before we had even launched anything. Now this is really, I think, probably the most stereotypical startup moment, right? You got your pizza box in the foreground, you got some Nerf guns in the background, and this is us. I mean, this is, you know, looking back, this is really, I think, what we romanticize startup as, right? It's taken around 1:30 a.m., actually, and it's us coding along, our first iteration of the product. And I remember, you know, we code until pretty late at night, walk down the McDonald's down the street, and grab a bite, and wake up in the morning around 10 a.m. and rinse and repeat, right? Hint, this is not sustainable. Don't try to do this. And certainly, since then, we've come a long way. 2015 rolls around, I graduated out of University of Waterloo, and realized, hey, you know, I'm passionate about this. I'm passionate about not only helping my own teachers, but about this industry as a whole. And turns out there's others that are passionate about it as well. Turns out that a lot of their family members are also educators. And our small team, we moved into our first office. And in fact, this photo was taken our first lunch, you know. It was really on the floor of our office. And of course, since then, we realized that office was designed for 15 people and quickly outgrew that. And folks were calling out in the hallways, which is, again, not sustainable. Like I said, you learn, right? And this is us. Summer of last year, we're a team of 35 people located in Waterloo, Canada. And just some of the most amazing people that I've ever worked with, passionate about education, right? And throughout this entire journey, you know, like I said, I'm not an educator, but it's about learning. It's about learning what are the needs, who are the stakeholders. And through that journey, we started seeing these administrators, not just teachers, asking questions like, is my curriculum working? You know, which students didn't meet this learning goal, right? Why did my grade 9 math scores go down? And we're going, you know, okay, what is the problem here? And it turns out it's not just about workflow, it's not just about delivery of in-classroom solutions. The problem, it turns out to be, is that schools are relying on these lagging indicators, right, to make decisions that impact students. These are test results, these are attendance records, and it's not that they don't have data, they're drowning in data, but they don't have data that matters. It's garbage in, garbage out. So at Chalk, we said, well, what if we actually provide real-time insights directly from the classroom so we can make these quicker and more informed decisions that can actually improve student outcome? Well, it also turns out we actually have a suite of in-classroom tools, right? This is actually how we began. It began with serving the teachers. And these in-classroom tools, whether it be lesson planning, curriculum management, assessment, has worked in our favor because what it does is it collects these information in real time and allows us to actually do something what we called connecting the dots in academics, right? Really connecting the curriculum processes, the instructional practices, and the assessment strategies all together and providing insights, right? Providing insights to answer questions like, is my curriculum actually delivered? How effective is that curriculum at the end of the day? And really answering these deeper level questions that we really have no idea, right? Schools are asking for. And today, where are we at? Well, 21 million lessons are delivered on our platform. It's one of our older products, our older solutions, instructional. And more recently, our assessment side of things, 6 million assessments taken, right, on our solution. And we've had the chance to work with some just amazing and wonderful institutions, right? Anywhere from the heart of the Silicon Valley, Menlo Park City School District, to the charter networks, bigger ones like KIPP and Charter Schools USA, and certainly school districts and private institutions around the United States as well. So for us, we obviously have learned a whole lot from this experience, but we also ask these educators, we ask them, what do you think about Chalk? What has it done for you, right? Because we are always looking for feedback. And for them, this is what they say. This is Dr. Tamara Willis, actually a superintendent in Pennsylvania. And she says, when we get our data from the state assessment, we can see how our numbers correspond to what we've taught throughout the school year. That really is the power of having Chalk, right? Here's another one, Dr. William Moreland, curriculum coordinator out in Arkansas. And what he says is the more we do with a program like Chalk, the more teachers can have time for real instruction and real interaction with the children, right? Again, I think what we learned is that there are these many different stakeholders in education, and you got to build for each one of them. Sure, we started with serving the teachers, and we started building out these tools. But as we have progressed along, we have learned that we have to serve folks like Dr. William Moreland, right? Curriculum folks. We have to serve folks like Dr. Tamara Willis, right? Superintendents, and helping them answer the questions that truly matter, right? And all the meanwhile, I think for us, it's just the beginning, right? For us, we're learning, I'm learning, and certainly we're always looking for folks that are passionate, brilliant minds that are passionate about education to join us. We're hiring, and we're certainly looking for bright folks. Go to chalk.com to visit us. Thank you.